Let there be light. Or not. Let there be light. As always, powered by Weapons Grade Coffee. Cheers. Oh. Hi there, welcome to Phase Drive Vlogs. My name's Neil, and today we're talking a bit about lighting, something we don't often talk about. So just before I start, don't forget to subscribe, click the button below, and you'll have all this fantastic, riveting content coming straight to your inbox with no effort. It's very easy to overlook the lighting aspect of vlogging and videography, and it's possible to do it without spending stupid amounts of money. So I'm just going to go through some of the budget lighting kit that we've used and talk through what you might need to consider if you're starting out and setting up a budget lighting rig. And you can do it pretty cheaply. Doesn't have to be expensive, which is the good news. So let's go through a few bits. So at the moment, I'm being lit by a Neewer NL-480 light with a softbox. And all three of us use the NL-480, but we've also got these NL-660s. Available on Amazon, links in the comments, and we've had these probably 3+ years now and had absolutely no problem with them and use them fairly regularly. So for the money, I think they're really good value. So this one is the 660. It's a little bit bigger than the 480, but they both fit the same 480 softbox. I'll show you in a minute. And it's got these barn doors. It's all made of metal mostly, and it's just, pretty good quality feeling piece of kit, and it's fairly weighty. This one is an older model. The newer models have a kind of display, an LED display on, but same principle. You've got dimmers for the white LEDs and yellow LEDs, and then on-off switch for either battery or mains power, and then the battery slots, 2 battery slots. So that's the first bit of kit you're going to need, is a light. So I'm going to go through what you need to consider for your entire kind of lighting rig, not just the light. There's a few other bits. So that's the light. Now these at the moment, interestingly enough, come in cheaper than the NL-480. So at the moment they're a good buy. And if I had a choice, I'd probably go for one of these. So that's the first bit of kit you need. It's the light. So before I go on, let's say a bit about why lighting is necessary. So the lighting is necessary for a couple of main reasons. One is consistency of lighting. Now on a day like today, when we've got sunlight, bright sunshine, going to overcast and pouring down rain, that consistency of natural light is very difficult. It's very kind of variable. In an ideal world, we'll all have that lovely dusk or dawn light that photographers and artists would kill for, but in reality, it's very difficult to do. So you want a consistent light source that works, is even, and enough power to light your subject. So currently I'm sitting here running at 1/50th shutter speed, f6.3 and ISO 400. So let's just see what happens to the picture if I switch the lights off. Here we go. A little bit darker. I've still got the fill light on over here, but as you see, this is a lot darker. Now to get it to the same level of brightness, I'd have to bump the ISO up to about 1600, and it wouldn't look anywhere near as good. It's a lot more grainy, a lot more noise. So that's why we need lighting, is that consistency, and also to make sure you've got enough light for the camera to work at a reasonable ISO level. So back to what you need. So you need your lights. You're going to need some stands to stand the lights on, probably. Now, again, you don't have to spend stupid money. Obviously there's very expensive lighting out there and it's very good quality, but this is a Neewer standard light stand, and it does the job. For these lights, you don't need anything particularly massively heavy duty, so you can argue that it's not worth spending the money. Yeah, then they won't last forever. They're not, the chunkiest and most heavily engineered pieces of kit, but they do work, and they're not stupidly expensive. Again, there's a link in the comments. Most of these lights come with a mains adapter, and you can buy mains adapters that work with these lights. But you also need batteries if you're going to be doing work outside or on location. So we have got a couple of options. So the first battery we usually go for, and these are the Sony style NPF batteries. This is the 550, this is the smallest one. And that's okay for small field lights. You'll get a few hours out of that. But if you're going on location shoots and shooting for longer, then I'd go straight up to the NPF 970, I think it is. These are newer batteries, but we've got stuff from people like Patona and DTSE as well. Those give you a little bit longer. There's 2 of those on each of these lights, and that'll give you a good few hours of lighting. So, it's worth investing in some good batteries. The other thing that's worth investing, I'll come to the cost of all these in a minute and we'll add it up, is chargers. Now, your standard charger, this is the new one that comes with some of the lights, is okay, single battery. It's got a light that's red when it's charging, green when it's full. That's a good portable option. But the best ones we found are these ones with a screen, which take mains, car charger or USB. And again, it's good that you can see the percentage of charge on those, so you can track how full the battery is. So you're going to need charger and batteries, and probably if you're going to do a lot of location stuff, you're going to need the bigger batteries. So apart from light stands and batteries and charger, you're probably going to need a softbox. But also it's worth noting that the lights come in a nice little bag like that, and most of your stuff that you need, like the charger, the light itself, all the power stuff, and the batteries will fit in that case, which is great. Softbox is fairly useful. We're using one here to diffuse the light a little bit and give a nice kind of softer thing. Now these, again, newer softboxes. This is designed for the 480, but it will fit the 660. It just kind of pops open and the light kind of fits in there. It's got straps to hold it. It works. And like I say, it's a bit less harsh and direct than just the light itself. I appreciate the lights all have a kind of a diffuser in front of them, but sometimes you need something a bit more to diffuse it. So all those bits of kit together will add up. Now, if you buy them individually, I'm looking at current prices. I think the 480 with stand, charger, and batteries, the larger batteries, plus the softbox, all in, I think about £172 per kind of set per unit. So that's everything that you need for the light. The 660 comes in a bit cheaper, about £156, including all the bits of kit you need, including the bigger batteries. But there are ways of getting that price down. And one way to do it is to buy them in kit form. So Amazon does a 3 kit, I think, for both the 480 and the 660. And the price per light and stand come down to, I think it's 58 quid. I think with just buying them separately is about 106, so that's quite a significant reduction. And then if you add the 66 quid odd for the charger and the softbox, then that's under £24 per unit cost versus 172. So we've been using these regularly for at least 3 years and had absolutely no problems with them. They're always good, they're always consistent, they've always worked. So for the price, I think they're thoroughly recommended. Obviously, you can get better quality and a higher price and more pro kind of level. But, it's only worth doing that if you really need it and you're going to get the returns on it. But yeah, that's our initial take on lighting. There's a bunch of other smaller spots and fill lights that we use, and we might come to those later. But we just wanted to go over the LED panel lights we use and how you can set up a reasonable lighting rig without spending huge amounts of money. And it is possible, and you will get the quality and consistency to particularly do this sort of work and video and promo work. So there you are. That's our take on budget lighting. Let us know what you think. Anyway, don't forget, subscribe down the bottom. We'll see you next time on Phase Drive Vlogs.